Jamaal Franklin is standing by.
That's right.
Jamaal, Scott and BR, welcome back. Good morning.
Hey, how you going? How you guys doing? Thanks for having me.
Oh, dude, we're doing great. Well, not as good as you guys.
Nope.
But we're doing pretty. We're not 18-2. We're only 17-3 around here.
But then again, we didn't just crawl out of that little bitty plane that you guys traveled in, so maybe we got a little edge on you. I don't know. How's that travel treating you?
Man, the travel was a story to remember. Travel was long. I think it took us probably about 20 hours just to get to Wyoming.
That was brutal. I mean, I just want to get this. When you saw the plane
right,
that you had to fly on, did you have any fear at all, like, I'm not getting on that thing?
No chance.
Yeah, I was scared, but then after the first ride, it was really no turbulence. Like, it was a smooth ride, so I wasn't really scared. But my first thoughts looking at that plane, I'm like, man, how are you going to put 6'10", 6'9", 6'8", 6'5" in here? But after the first flight to Utah, or before our first flight, it was a smooth ride. So then I got a little used to it. But at first, I was scared. I was on eggshells. I was real scared.
Yeah, and yesterday we were talking to Coach Fisher, Jamaal, and he was saying that when you guys had to get diverted to go to Cedar City, Utah, the pilots were circling around for like an hour, and they're like, we need fuel, but we can't land. And I mean, Coach said that he started to get really nervous. Were you guys all aware of what was going on?
No, I have no idea about that. If I knew about that, I probably would be even more nervous. I didn't know about that.
You probably shouldn't have told him that. You probably shouldn't have told him that story, right, Jamaal?
Yeah, I don't think you should have told me that. I didn't know that. That makes me a little more scared riding planes now.
Yeah, and they don't have those little bottles of vodka on those planes, do they?
They don't have nothing on that plane. You just get whatever you bring on that plane, that's what you bring. You don't get no food, no water, nothing.
So, but look, we all know that the travel was not perfect, right? I mean, they attempted to get you guys there, charter flight, things that were out of your control. But the things that you could control, and we talked to Coach Fisher about this yesterday, and we're with Jamaal Franklin, the effort and not making excuses and having the mental strength. You tell us, where is this team getting it from?
We're just competitors. Everybody on our team is competitors, and everybody wants to win. And we're hated by some people, but that really motivates us. We're a group of guys that just want to win and prove a lot of people wrong. So I think if we have that continue the rest of the year, I think we can do a lot of work, a lot of damage this year still.
Do they hate you because of your success last year? Well, why do they hate you?
They don't really hate us, but I just feel like we don't get as much respect as we should. But it's coming from a Mountain West Conference tournament, we're just now starting to get a lot of respect. I mean, UNLV's playing well, and our conference is getting stronger every day. As you've seen, Boise State took UNLV to overtime last night, so our conference gets better every day.
It's kind of a funny duality, the envy of your success and also accompanied by an equal part of hatred because of that success. It's a little bit weird, but
I guess
it's still something you have to put up with.
Yeah, but Billy Ray, it's probably balanced and maybe more leaning towards the good, which is the love, Jamaal, that you guys receive from the Aztec fans.
Yes, Aztec fans has been great. I mean, I appreciate everybody's been loyal. I know it's probably been people that just became fans of us, but I mean, you have to appreciate that. I mean, we're like I said, we're trying to prove a lot of people wrong and just keep winning and be competitors.
You keep saying that you guys are trying to prove a lot of people wrong. You obviously knew then what people thought this team and this season was supposed to be.
Yeah, a lot of people thought this year was supposed to be a rebuilding year, but my teammates, we all knew that we could do the same thing as we did last year. Probably not as good, but we could be up there and make a real good statement this year.
All right, so now Coach Fisher says to us yesterday, Jamaal, this team is much better than I ever dreamt it could have been. What does it mean to you when you hear Coach Fisher say something like that?
It disappoints me a little bit, but, I mean, you have to be satisfied with that. I mean, after losing 5 guys that played major parts last year, you would expect that the year that we're having right now wasn't going to be as well. But we have great players like Xavier Thames, Chase Tapley has started. They played basketball many years in college basketball and had it start. So having that veteranship come in with Tim Shelton and having Gary Green transfer from LSU, it really helps a lot. So it's like we didn't really lose that many players, but we just all just have to stick together. We're not as much as athletic and have the power to just walk in and beat people just in warm-ups. by our looks with Kawhi Leonard, big hands, and Malcolm Thomas, big body, and Billy White. So you just got to prove people wrong. Like I said, we're just out here trying to win, and we're just trying to win every game and try to make a name for ourselves.
Who would you give the most credit to, Jamal, as far as the integration of the new faces on this team that made sure that it wasn't going to be just a reloading year, and you guys had the success that you've had this year? Is it the players because that they were so open to coming in, or is it the coaches? Is it Coach Fisher himself, or is it pretty much the whole picture?
It's pretty much the whole picture. I mean, because the players play a big part. We're always willing to do whatever it takes to win, and the coaches does a good job on scouting report, having us ready, having us prepared, and having us right for every game. So it has to go through all part of the game. But if you have to give more credit to who, it would be the coaching staff, because they do all scouting and staying up all night filming everybody. So that's a big plus, because without that scouting report, it would be a little hard coming into games playing against New Mexico on a pay without a great scouting report.
All right, Jamaal Franklin on Scott BR and San Diego Sports Leader, XX1090. San Diego State this upcoming weekend against Colorado State. They just got done, knocking off UNLV in New Mexico. And obviously earlier this week, the tough travel to Wyoming, but 4-0 inside the Mountain West Conference, 18-2 overall. Hey, before you go, tell us a story about this past summer at a workout when you apparently went up for a dunk and knocked your teeth out of your mouth. What happened?
We were playing basketball in an arc. We was playing. It was in the summer. It was all our players. We were all playing in an arc all season, 5-on-5, just playing, having fun. And I went baseline. LB threw me an oop, and I went to catch it. And as I was coming down, my tooth just got caught in between the rim net and just snapped out. Like, it happened so fast.
Dude, did you hear what he said? On my way down,
right,
my tooth hit the rim. Not on my way up, on my way down. So you hit the rim with your face, and do you hit the ground and blood is everywhere? What happened?
Nah, I landed on my feet like if I had regular dunked it. It happened so fast. It happened probably the snap of a finger as I was coming down. It just snapped out. So as I landed, I just kept running. And I grabbed a towel, and Xavier came up to me with my tooth in his hand, like, bro, here go your tooth, bro. I'm like,
here go your tooth, bro.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. I'd be like, yo, there go your tooth. Like, I wouldn't have picked it up and gone, here go your tooth.
Yeah,
there go your
yes,
tooth.
You would.
I'm not picking up that tooth.
If I had to say anything, the surgery was worse than the accident, because the accident happened in 2 seconds and it didn't have no pain, but surgery was like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, man. Hey, we'll pick up the rest of there's a lot more to Jamaal Franklin. We'll talk to you later on in the season.
You were about to say you pick up the rest of your teeth.
Yeah, here go your tooth,
wrong,
bro.
Man. That's wrong.
We'll pick up the rest of the story and so many others. Hey, good luck this weekend. Great talking to you, Jamaal.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, Jamaal Franklin.